you look at Riky, maybe Avicii and others. If they'd managed at some point to run away from where they were at the height and go back to what Dave Chappelle was doing in terms of going back to just clubs, Trevor Noah now just podcasting and Lauryn Hill going to make babies, to be like, let me go back to normality.
Yeah, but no.
Just so I can move away from.
For that to be true, we'd need to know for sure that the reason they fell into the depression is because the fame had something to do with it. And I don't think so. Certainly in the case of Riky, I don't think that because he was famous, it contributed to him. I think that him just personally, like I say, the way his relationship with fame, I got to view it and witness it firsthand.
It was healthy.
It was very healthy. It didn't strike me at any point, even in our conversations, but perhaps him personally and the things that he would say he's struggling with, not struggling with, but like the things that he had issues with had fuck all to do with fame. Do you understand what I'm saying? Where, for example, if a Mabala moves the goalposts and starts buying awards and Ricky's not happy about that, that's not something that'll make him depressed. It's something that he'll go on stage, get the award and say, yo, fuck this shit, these niggas bought it, me, I'm out.
Yeah.
Straight. He'll just tell you, I'm out. He never did anything. Nobody made him do anything. And fame never made him do anything.
Yeah.
It was a very healthy relationship with fame where a lot of the stuff just happened organically. He was himself and he always did what he wanted to do. Similarly to, like we're saying, a Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye made those shoes the way he wants to fucking make them. When Adidas pulled a move and said, fuck you, you're out because you spoke shit about the Jays. Adidas was like, cool, this man is out. He kept quiet, carried on doing his thing. Now they're back and they've reconciled.
Yeah.
And don't take my word for it, but I think in the next year, they'll probably just come back to a working arrangement because all that shit is over now.
Yeah.
You understand? And it's no longer the popular way to cancel people and be woke and social justice. And we are canceling you because we don't like what you said. It doesn't make business sense for Adidas. What makes business sense for Adidas is to collab with Kanye, the greatest of his generation, and make fucking shoes. I don't think that the Adidas relationship falling apart or Kanye getting cancelled by all major platforms, I don't think that shit is what would push Kanye West to take his own life. I think he'd have, well, not that I'm saying he wants to, I'm just saying I would be more inclined to believe that Kanye would do something like that because of his relationship with Kim and his kids, and perhaps he doesn't like what's, which he's mentioned many times, to say, this is what these people did when I was trying to see my kids. That's the shit that can really push someone over the edge.
Yeah.
So I don't think that fame was necessarily the biggest contributing factor to how things ended or how Riky felt.
Sure.
In Trevor's case, I think that fame was a massive contributing factor to how he decided to design his business. The business angle of what he did. The Daily Show thing, you couldn't be on a better show for every day that pays you a massive check to come there, make jokes, and he was the perfect host.
Yeah.
But Americans didn't think so. Remember in the beginning when he replaced Jon Stewart, they were hating, dog. The numbers went down and people were like,
threats, he said.
that's it. And people were like, what the fuck, we don't want to see, why did you bring this guy from Africa, blah, blah, blah. But the machine that is Hollywood wanted that. They backed him heavily. And that's fantastic for him because he made a fuckload of money and got a fuckload of fame. Yeah. He used that fame to do his international tour of comedy, where he gets to go and do the comedy that he does, which I might find not skumba.
Sure.
You understand? But it works. That's why the whites are falling all over. You check. But I think the next level or the next natural progression of that would have been the routes that other comedians before him have gone. Dave Chappelle started like the Dave Chappelle Show, Chappelle Show. Kevin Hart started acting in movies from as far back as Soul Plane to Ride Along to his own movies on Netflix. He's not doing that. And I don't know him well enough. I don't know the oak. You understand? But he doesn't strike me as the guy who wants to do shit like that. He just wants to do the stuff that he does. And he's got, money is no longer a reason for him to do it because he's beyond, And he's back here. You know what I'm saying? He's in South Africa.
Yeah.
Where did I see him? I think maybe one of the malls. But anyway, he had no bodyguards. You understand?
Yeah.
He was like he was like in exclusive books or some shit, let's say. And, people were greeting him. Remember also, white people's fan love, very different. You understand? White people are like, oh my God, it's you.
Trevor,
Yo,
nice to see you.
I love your comedies.
That's what's up.
You're so funny. And you're like, yes, thank you, ma'am. Cheers. Can we take a photo? They'll stand with their hands in front of, they're not going to hold you and
Sure.
you understand? Whereas when the Boks were touring the trophy, that bitch jumped on Sia and tried to kiss him. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Sure.
mhlawumbe for yena and la aphila ngakhona, he's cool. But I also think ukuthi uTrevor engavela kwaMai angeke bamthinte. He'll be fine. And he'll get mad fan love. Do you understand? But I don't think he'll be mobbed. Do you get what I'm
I
saying?
don't think he'd be mobbed.
Nah, I don't think he'll be mobbed.
We can close the topic, man. It's a topic very close to me because there are many psychological things we do not understand. And I don't think medicine has given us enough conclusive answers. And to what you're saying about Riky Rick, maybe we can speak about HP and others.
Even because HP did cite like some reasons where
Sure.
in the towards the end of his career, like type of thing, he was no longer on.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But I mean, I made the example, I think the last time I came to your show, is that MT's Roll Up single,
Yeah.
the CD, was given to me by HP.
Yeah.
So in terms of, he was still in the industry, discovering talent and knowing it when he found it. Do you understand? At least in my personal experience. Akusho ukuthi besekaphumile to the degree where it's like no one is letting him in.
Sure.
Ngaphandle.
And
But
people still loved him.
yo, dude,
Heavy.
geez, like, and you could still book that nigga and fucking sell out. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say I don't think that the fame or the loss of fame or the relationship with fame is the only contributing factor in somebody suffering from depression. And as you say, it functions at a level that you and I won't understand.
Yeah.
And Riky, if I had to know the reason as to why he decided to do what he did,
Yeah.
I don't want to know. Because if I find out, it's going to be something that I think is not good enough. And I don't want to think of my friend like that. I don't want to be like, what the fuck? That's the reason? Fuck that. You understand?
Sure.
I'd rather not know. And it kills me to not know because I miss him very much. But I'd rather not know because it's going to be something that I can't comprehend. But for and for the person, from what I understand is, for the person that's going through it, you and I will never understand. Me, I can tell you honestly, fact, I don't care if I can remain being famous or stop being famous. Nothing would make me kill myself. So if I kill myself, you must know they killed me.
We must go investigate.
It's an Epstein move.
Andrew Tate likes saying that. I'm not going to take my life. I'm in good health.
That's it.
So if anything happens, Baba,
now
you must
imagine
know.
tomorrow we had to find out, actually, Andrew Tate was really depressed. Now, we don't even know that, Oak.
Yeah.
But imagine tomorrow we find out that Tristan comes out and says, hey, you know what? What most people didn't know is as soon as we switched off the live stream, this bra used to start crying. You see. The thing is, he had this particular traumatic experience that happened in his life and it's what actually depressed him. But you guys just didn't see it.
Yeah.
Because what he presented to you was a different persona. I wouldn't believe it. I'll tell Tristan you're lying. But maybe Tristan is telling the truth. But for me as Warwick, that is not an acceptable reason, in my opinion, as a fan of Andrew Tate, for that guy to take his life. No. Rather come talk to me, Andrew. Let's sort it out. You understand? And that's how people behave. When the topic comes up, I've noticed people, when Liam Payne killed himself, people are like, what the fuck? He was so rich and so famous. And I'm like, yeah, but what the fuck was that guy dealing with there in that room by himself? I don't know. And I don't want to know because chances are when the reason comes forth, you're not going to accept it. It's not going to be an acceptable reason for you or for his fans or for any of us. I don't believe there can be one. You know what I mean? If someone had to tell me this is the reason that this thing happened, I won't accept it also because I don't want to. I'd rather have my friend back.